It's been a rough few months for residents living here at 280 Wellesley Street and nearby high-rises. The building's dealing with a number of issues, including fires and power outages, and residents living here say they feel frustrated because of miscommunication with management.
2 years of hell.
This resident is frustrated following Sunday's fire at 280 Wellesley near Parliament Street.
Well, there's no support from the management team. They tend to kind of ignore all your concerns.
Residents were forced to leave for several hours and put into TTC shelter buses following a fire that started in a garbage chute. No damage to apartments, but there was water damage to the hallways.
People never got the all clear, so some people stayed in their units and stayed in their units. They didn't know if it was safe to go to sleep. They didn't know what was happening. No one ever came on and said, guys, it's been resolved.
It wouldn't be as big of a deal if this was an isolated incident, but it isn't.
With 650, there was the fire. With 260, there were all of their outages and electrical issues. Here we had an outage in February for the ESA inspection. It was supposed to be 24 hours without power, heat, and water, and it ended up lasting close to 72 hours without heat and without water. The power came back on. And the only reason it didn't go longer was because the Tenants Association formed and we started putting so much pressure on.
Danielle Schwavanita is part of the 280 Wellesley Tenant Association. She says the board got management to commit to over 100 repairs by May 22nd. She adds a significant number of repairs haven't been completed yet. We reached out to Wellesley Parliament Square Property Management for comment. They said in part, our focus now is on making the necessary building repairs as quickly as possible. This includes addressing water damage in the common areas, mitigating any lingering smoke or residual odors, and making repairs now required to the garbage chute and compactor facilities. That answer isn't good enough for some residents.
There's a pretty bad record when multiple of your buildings are catching fire, and we also have a lot of people who came here from 650. So to then have to be dealing with this again, a lack of information again, with the fire alarm not going off until it was pulled, that's terrifying.
So what do you want to see change?
I'd like for there to be more accountability from the management team, because I feel like they don't really care about the residents in the building. I would like the city to actually do more follow-ups with them, because I don't think they take it seriously when the residents are informing them about the issues here.
As for Sunday's fire, a management spokesperson says it was because of the misuse of a chute and that an investigation is no longer necessary.